I'm Jack Lukoya, and this is my Pecha kutcha for my FMP. Alright, that's me. I've been doing TV and film for the past 2 years, so I've learned a great deal of skills that I hope to use in my FMP. This was a trip that we took, which it's paused down. This was a trip that we took that I learned a lot of great skills about using planning and stuff. My FMP is a advertising campaign for a new feature film that's coming out. It's going to be a horror film, and I'm looking to look at the fears in humans. That's why I'm doing it. It's not. The film's it's going to be made up of a trailer, which is going to be about 2.5 minutes long. That will be part of my research to find out how to make a trailer and what goes into it, and how to make a good one. Then next it will be an advert. The advert will be a cut down of the trailer that will go on YouTube, and in the media industry it will go on either on TV or as like an advert on YouTube just before the final clip plays. And then 2 posters. My original idea was because of stereotypical thing is as a woman being a victim. I wanted to do one with a woman as a victim, but one with a male as a victim, and to challenge gender stereotypes in the industry. I'm going to be using Photoshop and Premiere, which I've used before, but I'm also going to be using a bit of After Effects because it's a horror trailer, so it's going to be a lot of it's going to be more of editing rather than filming, so it's going to have like made up monsters coming to attack the victims. The one thing about trailers that I find is that they spoil the film quite a lot. So one big point in my research is that I didn't want to spoil the film, but I still wanted to get across the plotline without ruining it. The main villain or theme of it is horror and the psychological horrors of humans. And I also looked at things that fear, that scare people, and that's what I was trying to research. This was a picture that I took just on like a recce that gave me the idea for it all, of using shadows and playing with lighting to create my villain. That's my flip flop because I took it in like -2 degrees. Another big point of my work is lighting, so I'm going to use a lot of trick lighting to create shadows and darkness in some places, but light in others to show the characters, but also be able to create like figures coming to attack them in the darkness. And this is a shot of a cartoon that I watched ages ago, and it involved these creatures that sort of rose out of the shadows, which was a really cool idea that I wanted to try and copy. Yeah, so. And then my actors, these are 3 people from the picture, but there'll be the victim, who will be the man, and the sidekick, which would be female, and the protagonist, which will also be a female. My target audience would be 17 to 25-year-old females, because that's the age range that I found that most agrees to a horror theme, and there's also quite a gap in the market because it more caters to older ages. I'm going to research on different types of monsters, different types of horror genre, and also a lot of the history of the genre. Um, as you can see here, it's made up of it's a very old genre going back to like the first films. This was a clip that I saw, and then it also gave me an idea from another film I can't remember right now, but it used a lot of really horrific music, which was used in the trailers, and it also used like beats and drops in the music to signify different events in the trailer. I'm using the Panasonic and a GoPro, which I did some experiments with and found those are the best. I'm also going to be using some still photography using a Nikon and a lot of sound equipment as well. Um, this was a picture that I took of a street at night, and it gave me a good idea to start with of where I wanted to create. But I also realised that I wouldn't be able to film at pitch black because you won't be able to see the audience very well. This is another picture of a shadow. A lot of things I won't do is with shadows, I said before, but yeah, that. Seconds long. Yeah, these are all the things that I want to research, or not research, but tackle in my research. So a lot of what I did was finding the different types of horror, and I found that there was like monster horror, sci-fi horror, thriller horror, and there was just loads of different types. Um, and then I hope that all of my ideas and my research, my planning, go together to create a good idea. And that's all, I think. Yeah.